headlight on for full effect. Scoop the mud out of there. Full supermoto mode air scramble race. Well, I'm doing something a little different today. There's a local NYOA race in Harpersville, which really isn't too far away. Wow, look at that. Look what I just found. Big piece of wood lodged in the tire. I'm gonna try to ride my supermoto there, change my wheels when I get there, race, and then I'm gonna try to ride home. I'm gonna give it my best shot. I think it'll be fun just to say I did it. My dad is racing today, so he took all my gear to the track and my wheels.
Hey guys, it's Ian. I'm coming at you from behind my computer. I'm gonna do my best to commentate the parts of the video that don't have much going on to kind of give you a better idea of what my day was like. I've never really done any voiceover, so this will be interesting.
So, my neighbor is actually gonna ride to the race with me. Oh, I'm a little late. I just wanna race just to say I did it.
So if you didn't catch that, I actually rode to the race with my neighbor. He also rides dirt bikes and he was interested in checking out a NYOA because he'd never been to one. But it was about a 45-minute ride to the track, so it wasn't awful, besides making a few wrong turns.
Just gotta hit the ATM real quick. Thank you.
I like that.
What? Oh, my bike? Thank you. I missed it. We had to turn left up there. Made it to the track. I gotta switch my wheels over and then I'll be ready to go. Oh, my key's still on. I don't really know what to vlog about. The ride here was pretty good. I made a couple wrong turns, which is pretty normal for me. I just kind of want to go out and trail ride. I don't really plan on like racing hard and trying to get a good position. I just wanted to come and see if I could ride here, race, and then ride back. So. Save him. I'm just taking my blinkers off so I don't break them off. All about that race prep at the track. So I'm all geared up. I got the bike, got everything ready on the bike, took my blinkers off, got my banana as always. Went a couple clicks stiffer in my shock. Just last race it was pushing through the stroke really easy, so.
It was a perfect day out there for racing. The weather was great, the temperature was great, the sun was shining, and the moisture in the dirt was just perfect. Just saying good luck to everybody on the line, giving you fist bumps, hugs, and your last words of wisdom before the race starts.
Up early. Pretend like you don't know me. Oh, poor guy.
And here we go. The flag's about to drop for the Open B class.
Whoa.
My bike didn't start immediately off the line, but I was able to cut to the inside and make up some positions pretty quick. I was trying to get around these guys as fast as I could early on in the race, just so I didn't have to worry about it after the arm pump set in and after my adrenaline started to wear off. I was feeling really good, like I had never really stopped racing. I was feeling loose, feeling like I was picking good lines.
Oh! Uh-oh. Hope he's okay. Well, there's a little bit of mud.
I see this hill, I see this guy kind of in my line, so I wait for him, make a good decision, make a good line, and then just get absolutely sideswiped by this guy. So I get passed by a couple guys. I'm not really sure how or why, but when he hit my front brake caliper, I completely lost my front brakes.
No front brakes. No front brakes. Come on. God damn it.
So I was pretty frustrated this early on in the race, losing my front brakes. I kept pumping them, trying to get the pressure to build back up, and they never came back. So I was going with my rear brakes only and, doing the best I could. Almost washed my front end right there real bad.
Come on. Bad idea.
That was a really dumb line. I was just doing anything I could to get around this guy in the Honda. Without front brakes, it was really hard to outbrake him in the fields, and it was making it pretty sketchy to pass.
Inside.
So this guy right ahead of me with the red gear and the 900 on his jersey, it looks like his name is Scott Gardner. Me and him were having some pretty good battles this first lap, and he was riding really good. Those mud sections really made me wish I had put better tires on my bike before the race, but I didn't actually end up deciding to race until 9 o'clock the night before, and and I had this crazy idea to ride my bike to the track, race, and then ride home. But yeah, the tires on my bike were honestly pretty shot and kind of sketchy to race on. But with all that being said, I was feeling great. I was feeling real loose on the bike, felt like I was flowing good, felt like I had plenty of strength to keep pushing. It was just kind of a bummer about my front brakes. About 95% of this track was reused from previous years, but even still, it was stellar. The moisture in the dirt was perfect. There was plenty of line choices. It was awesome. So I raced on this track 3 years ago, but I really didn't remember it. But it kind of blew me away. When you see a part of the track, your mind recalls the next part of the track. Even though it was 3 years ago and you only saw it for a split second, your brain kind of builds like a mental map of the track based off memory that you couldn't even really recall yourself if you wanted to. It's kind of crazy.
Uh-oh. You all right? That's too bad.
Part of the race, I have 0 front brakes and 0 back brakes. I think my back brakes just faded because I was using them constantly.
Oh my God.
I almost did not make that. I thought I was going straight into those trees. I could not slow down without any brakes.
I don't have front or back brakes. No fucking brakes. Thank you.
So I came through the finish line on my first lap in second place, and when I saw that, I was stoked. I was ready to go do some damage, but as you'll see, the only damage I ended up doing was to my bike. So we're coming up on the enduro cross section, and this is pretty cool. They've been running this the last couple years, but I felt like a squid because I didn't have front or back brakes, and I ended up just pushing through this corner, and oh gosh, I look like such a goon. I think that they should have made the enduro cross section twice as hard and then made it a really significant time gap on the bypass, but I'm pretty sure the bypass would have actually been quicker if I took it. Right up here's where my race got cut short. I come off a little roller that they had in this field, and as soon as I land, I could feel it instantly that my tire was flat.
I think I have a flat tire. That's not fun. God dang it. That sucks.
So I ended up going back to the truck to collect myself, and I ended up putting my Supermoto wheels back on because I was just expecting to ride home after the race. But I was standing there looking at my Supermoto, and I was just too tempted. I couldn't not go back out.
Well, I got my wheels changed, and I think I'm gonna go back out and try to do a lap just for fun. Oh, that's not tight. Well, we're on the Supermoto. We're gonna go back out. This is where I pulled off, where I'm getting back on. Supermoto wheels for the win.
So at this point, it's pretty obvious, like I'm not going back out for points or position. I was just going back out for fun, and I was doing my best to not get in anybody's way, so I kept pulling over. You can see how slippery it really was just on this small little incline.
Come on. Oh, guys, down. You all right? Hey, you all right, dude? Are you sure?
Just checking on those guys, making sure they're okay. I was taking it pretty easy because I didn't want to mess up my Supermoto wheels. I ended up not falling at all today, both with my dirt wheels or my Supermoto wheels, so it was pretty cool that I could get myself together and do that.
These sections are tough, for sure.
Yeah, these sections definitely tested me. They were very slippery, but it was actually a pretty familiar feeling. It kind of reminded me of riding in the snow in the winter.
Literally no chance I'm making it through that. I have no idea how I did that. Probably not the best idea I've ever had.
That can't be enjoyable.
Oh, it's awesome, dude! He doesn't know what he's missing. This is gonna be an issue.
So my fork guards kept getting a bunch of mud stuck in them, and it was actually completely stopping my wheel from spinning. So I had to keep pulling over and cleaning them out.
Come on, Gordy!
I'm essentially riding on a slick tire because the small rain grooves in these tires, they don't really clean out like a dirt tire would. So it was slick, but at least the moisture in the dirt made it pretty rideable. It wasn't as bad as it could have been. I was riding behind Gordy for a little while here. I wanted to just kind of finish the race riding behind him, but I ended up passing him and picking up the pace a little bit. I was actually having a blast riding on these tires. It was a little sketchy in some spots, and hills were definitely a challenge, but somehow I made it. Even the kid with the dirt tires is pushing his bike up the hill.
I gotta turn my headlight on for full effect. Scoop the mud out of there. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Full supermoto mode air scramble race. Hey buddy! Hey Mike! Hey Bobby J!
So I ended up finishing my lap, and in the end I only had a few scratches on my back wheel, which, you know, is a small price to pay for being able to say I raced a NYOA on street tires.
I was feeling real good, going real fast. I was second when I came through scoring, but yeah, I just got a flat. So I came back, put my supermoto wheels on, and I honestly wasn't even planning on going out and doing a lap on the supermoto wheels. I just put them on because I plan on riding home. And I was looking at my bike and I was like, I just got to do it. We're packing up and I'm gonna start my journey home.
Well guys, I did it. I rode to the track, I raced, I even did a lap on my supermoto wheels, and I was able to ride home. I had a ton of fun going out and challenging myself, and I think that's really what it's all about. I had more fun going out, challenging myself on the supermoto wheels, rather than trying to place well and get a good position. And actually when I got home, me, my dad, and my neighbor went out and rode for another hour and a half, 2 hours. So I had a long day in the saddle, but I wouldn't have done anything different, you know? I went out, I challenged myself, did something I've never done before, and I had a great time doing it.
I actually made it!
I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, so I'll catch you in the next one. But remember, just go out, have fun on your dirt bike, challenge yourself, and try something you've never done before.